Maayong adlaw sa tanan. So, we're back. Okay, so let's continue the topic about rational expression. So, we're done with multiplying. So, let's proceed to another operation, which is dividing rational expressions. Okay? So, I hope natin nangasabtan adtong multiplying. So, now, let's move on to dividing rational expressions. By the way, salamat sa tanan. Okay. Suppose we have here this expression, A over B divided by C over D, wherein B and D must not be equal to 0. So how do we divide this? Ito na ito pag-divide class. Okay? It's just the same nga unsa itong na-learn sa elementary when we divide fractions, right? So we just copy the first fraction, A over B. Then instead the division, it becomes multiplication. Then iya yung reciprocal and in second yung fraction. So, or the denominator, you have D over C. Okay? So, naklaro, you copy A over B. Then, nahimo na din siya from division, nahimo na siya multiplication. Pero, kaning si C, nabutang na sa ubos. Kaning si D, nabutang na sa taas. Okay? Then, nanatay product of two fractions, i-multiply na din na to. Like what we did in our previous na tutorial. So, A times D, you have AD, over B times D, you have BC. So, dali na kay siya. From division, nahimo din siyang multiplication. Again, make sure that your final answer is in reduced form, no? Dapat naka-reduce na siya. Meaning, wala na common sa numerator o denominator. Okay? So, dali na kay siya, no? Kadumdum pa mo, kung ipa-multiply mo ni ma'am og this sa elementary, like for example, ay pa-divide. Like for example, 1/2 divided by 1/3. Diba? Inana man siyang forma. So, kung mag-ato siyang i-divide, ano na siya, imo i-copy si 1/2, then instead ng division kaning over, it becomes multiplication, then the reciprocal of 1/3, that is 3 over 1. Inana din may tabo, correct? So, may tabo, multiplication na din siya. So, 1 times 3, you have 3. Over 2 times 1, you have 2. So, that's it. Alright? Maura jud Japon jud siya, class. Okay? So, let's apply this concept to our examples here. See, instead, wala na ako siya na-edit. Divide. Okay. Divide the following and simplify. Okay, number 1. Divide, number 1, you are given 3 over x divided by 12 over x squared. Okay, so klaro man kay siya nga division. Again, unsa tong buhaton? We just copy the first fraction, 3 over x. Then the reciprocal, so from division, this becomes multiplication. Then the reciprocal, that becomes x squared over 12. Okay, can you follow? Okay, inala ang mahitabo. Okay, so from division, nahimog multiplication, then the reciprocal of 12 over x squared. Sa x squared, nasakat si 12 na ubos. Okay, so let's continue. You have here, okay, itapad na to para dali, 3x squared over 12x. Okay, kung kadumdum ta, we need to find the factors of the number, no? Para makakita ta og common nilang duha. Okay. So, may tabo diri, si 3 will be written as 3. Then si 12 can be written as 3 times 4. Correct? Okay. How about for the variable x? You just copy. Then, kaning x squared itong bungkagon. Times x times x. So, dali na din kay class. Makita na din nato. No? Unsay common sa numerator o denominator. So, makancel na to si 3. Makancel na to si x. So, what is left in the numerator? You have x. Sa ubos, you have 4. And that is x over 4. Okay? So, instead, sa division, ang given division, ang may tabo, pag answer nato, multiplication man na itong buhaton. Okay? Take note of that. Okay? So, here, wala na common si x over 4. And this is the final answer. Okay? Nasabtan? Okay. Let's move on to number 2. Okay. you are given 81 xz cubed over 36y divided by 27x squared z squared over 12xy. Okay, let's do the same process no, as what we did in number 1. Okay, maura Japan siya ang process. Again, we copy the first fraction. You have 81 xz cubed over 36y. Then, from division, that becomes multiplication. Okay? So, reciprocal, kana na din si 12xy ang nasa taas over so 27x squared z squared ang nasa ubos. Okay? Follow ta class? Okay, very good. Okay. At this point, mangita na din taog mga factors sa mga number nga makakita taog pariya from the numerator and then the denominator. No, mangita tag pariya. Okay. Usa kay possible kung 81 you have 9 times 9, no? Then x z times z squared over 9 times 4 times y times for the 12 you can have 4 times 3 times x times y over kung 27 you have 9 times 3 times x squared times, am I correct? Okay. Ito si x squared, ito ang nabungkagon. Times x times z squared. Okay. Inara na siya forma. No? Ato nang gipang factor. Sa numerator, sa first fraction, gifactor na to. Sa denominator niya, gifactor na to. Sa picas po, atong gipang factor. So that, makita na to kung unsay pareha sa numerator denominator. Kaya mo na atong objective here. When we divide rational expressions, make sure that our final answer should be in simplified form or reduced form. Okay? So, mangita na taog pareha. You can cancel 9. We cancel 9. Okay, of course. We could cancel 4. Right? And we could also cancel 3. So, nawala na tanan ang mga numbers, right? How about for the variable x? We could cancel x. Kaya na may x sa ubos, isa. Okay? We could cancel z. Z squared, kaya na z squared sa ubos. Okay? We could cancel y, kaya na y to sa taas. What else? Unsa pa'y common? We could cancel x, kaya na pa may x sa ubos. So, unsa na rin nabilin class? You have unsa nabilin sa ubos? Wala na. So, you have z over 1 and that is equal to z. Okay? So, z na dyan yung answer, right? So, I hope na-enjoy mo, no, in answering an example like this, right? Okay. Let's move on to example number 3. Another type of example wherein if you try to look at number 3, you will analyze that, oh, I need to do factoring. Okay? Okay, a polynomials here wherein you can factor so that makita nato ang common numerator o denominator. Okay, so unsa tong first buhaton? Again, i-copy lang nato na sila. X squared minus 2x minus 3 over x squared minus 7x plus 12. So from division, it becomes multiplication. That becomes times. Then the reciprocal, si x minus 4 ang mataas over si x squared minus 4x ang mabutang sa ubos. Okay? The same process. But here, kailangan sakto lang yun sa atong pag-factor. No? So, let us factor here the first numerator. Okay, this is a trial and error method, but this is very simple if you are already master in factoring, right? By just looking at negative 3, what are the possible factors of negative 3? You have negative 3 times 1, no? Negative 3, 3 ang negative, si 1 ang positive. Because negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. Kung imupos lang i-add, negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2. So we are correct. Meaning to say, the factors are x minus 3, then x plus 1. Okay? How about the denominator? This is a trial and error method. You need to look for the factors of 12 so that we can attain negative 7. So kay negative 7 man siya, si 12, we can use negative 4 times negative 3, right? Because negative 4 times negative 3, that is positive 12. Then if you add the two negative number, negative 4 and negative 3, you would come up with negative 7. Okay? Kung imos lang i-add, negative 7 man. So, meaning to say, mo po na itong factor. X minus 3 times x minus 4. Then times, you copy si x minus 4. Then, yung denominator, ma-factor siya po na to again by trial and error method. Okay? By just looking at the last digit, which is negative 5, we need to find its factors. So, the possible factors are negative 5 times positive 1, right? Kaya kung imo siya na-check, you multiply, negative 5 times 1 is negative 5. But if you add negative 5 plus 1, you would obtain negative 4. So, correct na siya atong partner. Si x is minus 5, then si x plus 1. Okay? So, it's very clear na makita na nato ang common numerator or denominator, right? Makita na nato. So, here we could cancel x minus 3, what else? Si x minus 4, what else? Si x plus 1. Diba? Tsada kayo, no? So, our final answer would be 1 over x minus 5. No? Dali ra kay siya class ang uban student lisudan jud kay siya kay kadagan ba kay. But if you try to solve that one, ma-enjoy jud mo at the same time, simple ra jud kay siya sa tanan, right? Okay. So I really hope nag-enjoy mo, no? Nag-enjoy mo sa pagpaminaw. Then I really hope naamoy masabtan. Now let's move on to lisod na pud nga type nga example number 4. Okay? So mga ano jud siya. Tanan na jud imong i-factor, no? So you are given x squared plus 9x plus 14 over x squared plus 4x minus 21. Okay? Divided by x squared minus 3x minus 10 over x squared plus 2x minus 35. Okay. So, the same process, no? We just copy x squared plus 9x plus 14 over x squared plus 4x minus 21. Then from the division, it becomes multiplication. Then the reciprocal. Sa ibabaw na din si x squared plus 2x minus 35 over x squared minus 3x minus 10. Okay? So, at this point, we need to factor, no? Tanan na to i-factor para dali ra. Okay. This is a trial and error method. Kani si 14, the possible factors are 7 times 2. Positive man siya tanan. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 plus 2 is 9. So, klaro kayo siya. Positive. So, x plus 7 times x plus 2. Okay? How about the denominator? You have negative 21. Positive sa ito nga. So, dapat si 7 mo'y positive, si 3 mo'y negative. 7 times negative 3, negative 21. 7 minus 3 is positive 4. So, correct ni siya. So, you have x plus 7 times x minus 3. So, times, kanina po siya. So, negative 35. What are the possible factors? You have, dapat si 5 mo'y negative, si 7 ang positive, no? Negative 5 times 7 is negative 35. 7 minus 5 is positive 2. So, you have x plus 7, x minus 5. Over, here, si negative 10. What are the possible factors of negative 10? Nga ma-negative 3 ni siya diri. So, si negative 5, then positive 2. Negative 5 times 2 is negative 10. Negative 5 plus 2 is negative 3. So, x minus 5, then x plus 2. So, klaro na kay class. Makita na nato ang mga kaparihan, no? Ma-cancel na to si x plus 7. What else? We could cancel x plus 2 here. Okay, what else? Oh, we could cancel x minus 5. Diba? So, ang nakabilin, nabilin nga x plus 7 sa numerator over x minus 3. Okay? So, dali na kay siya class, no? So, I really hope mag-enjoy mo og answer. Then, I will leave you number 5. Okay. Kamu mag-try mo aning number 5. Okay? So, I'll just give you the final answer sa number 5, no? Para makita na to. Makita ninyo kung correct ba inyong answer. 2x times x plus y over y times x minus y. Okay? Or 2x squared plus 2xy over xy minus y squared. Okay, mo na siyang answer sa example number 5. Please work on this. Mo ni iyang answer. And thank you for listening. Thank you sa kaning session. Don't forget to share, like, follow, subscribe my YouTube channel, Barry Umongos. Then follow and like my Facebook page, Math Tutorials. I-share niyo sa inyong mga friends class para makatabang po, no? Most especially sa katong nag-take karong algebra sa high school o sa college. Okay, thank you. Dagan kayong salamat.